Hello, Lisa.
Pre-registered for speaking time, you may do so by visiting www.queensbp.org/land use. And for those who wish to testify in person, please notify the receptionist before you take a seat in the conference room. Please take your opportunity to speak, and you will follow those who are pre-registered. If at any point you need assistance, please notify our planning staff at the contact information below. Written testimony is welcome for those who are unable to testify remotely. All written testimony must be received today by 5 p.m. and may be submitted by email to vgarvey@queensbp.org or by conventional mail sent to the office of the Queens Borough President at 120-55 Queens Boulevard, room 226, Kew Gardens, New York 11424. The public hearing shall be conducted in the following manner. The applicant will be called to give a description of the zoning action requested, an explanation of the proposed project, and respond to any questions from the chair. The floor will then be open for public speakers. Please listen for your name to be called. Each speaker will have 3 minutes, and a signal will be heard to notice when the time has elapsed. When you are called, please identify yourself for the record, and if you are formally speaking as a representative or member of a group. The calendar number or application number you are speaking about, and whether you are for or against the item. Then you may begin your testimony. At the discretion of the chair, if there are a large number of speakers on any particular item, it may be put on second call. Speakers for and against that item may also be called to testify on an alternating basis. Please note that if you are testifying virtually, you must keep your camera on during your testimony and display your name accurately on Zoom. If at any point you have technical issues, please let our planning staff know in the chat and we will assist you. Thank you for your cooperation. The calendar item number 1 and 2 are related items. ULURP number 230250ZMQ and 230251ZRQ. Affected Community Board number 1, the applicant is Astoria Park Warehouse, LLC. Applicant, please begin your testimony.
Good morning, members of the Queensborough President staff. My name is Jacqueline Scranchi from Ackerman, and I'm joined here this morning by my Ackerman colleague, Leah Vallone, and also Jordan Press and Mackenzie Bouise of Constantinople and Vallone. And we represent the applicant Astoria Park Warehouse for the new, for the rezoning and text amendment on 21st Street in Astoria. I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so we're here to present the proposed rezoning of portions of block 874 and 876 in Astoria, which will redevelop underutilized and vacant property. Currently, it is the former Ricardo's by the Bridge catering hall site and accessory parking that was used for the catering hall. And we're proposing two new mixed-use developments on these vacant sites. Ricardo's has been vacant since COVID. And so this rezoning presents a very unique opportunity to redevelop the sites, to have mixed-use development on 21st Street and 24th Avenue, which are both seen as vibrant commercial corridors within the neighborhood, and also to provide new home ownership opportunities, which will be for both market rate and also affordable home ownership opportunities. The mandatory inclusionary housing component here is proposed to be a condominium for sale unit. And we'll get into more of that within the presentation. Just to orient you to the site, there are two development sites within the rezoning proposal. The first is located along 21st Street. That's the Ricardo site. And the second is located on 24th Avenue, and that's the current open parking lot. Just to give you some context on the land uses within the area, we are just south of Astoria Park, which is a huge park within the area that has both passive and active recreational opportunities, which allows for our residents to have opportunities for open space and also in terms of zoning context, the proposal is for an R6A, and just across the street in 2008, there was a rezoning to facilitate the redevelopment of the Eagle Electric building into residential. That was rezoned to an R7A. So just giving the context, I think, the R6A here, we believe is appropriate because it will bring the building up to 8 stories. And across the street, there's already a 79-foot story existing building there. Here's some photographs of the existing conditions. Here's the Ricardo site and just other context along 21st Street. And then this is looking at the site from 24th Avenue. This is the development site 2 along 24th Avenue. And then just to get into the proposed zoning change in the land use section that's before you today. The existing zoning is R5B on 24th Avenue, and then also on 21st, we've got it's split between R5D C13 and R5B, and we're proposing an R6A C14 across the entire rezoning area. The rezoning area encompasses both development sites and goes up to 21st Street, and then also across 21st Street over to 23rd Terrace. The proposed land use actions are a zoning map amendment to change the existing R5D C13 and R5B districts to an R6A C14, and a zoning text amendment to establish the project area as a mandatory inclusionary housing area. And we are mapping both options 1 and 2. The development site 1 proposal, and this is a rendering of the proposal for development site 1. It'll be approximately 48,943 square feet of residential floor area, 54 dwelling units, including 16 permanently affordable units pursuant to MIH option 2, 23 accessory parking spaces, and 6,589 square feet of local retail. And they would believe this new retail will activate commercial corridors along both 24th Avenue and 21st Street. Here's another rendering of development site 1. And then development site 2 will have 35,344 square feet of residential floor area, 38 dwelling units, including 12 permanently affordable home ownership units pursuant to MIH option 2. And then 18 accessory parking spaces and 7,997 square feet of local retail. Here's another rendering of development site 2. The sustainability features for this site are that we'll have solar ready roofs, energy and sound efficient windows, Energy Star appliances, and energy efficient mechanical equipment. For water efficiency, we're using stormwater runoff for irrigation for planting areas. We'll also use porous pavement where possible to minimize stormwater runoff and maximize stormwater infiltration, and then also have low flow plumbing fixtures throughout the buildings. The proposed unit distribution for both buildings is here. We were able to balance the mix of both smaller studios and 1-bedrooms with more family size units, 2 and 3 bedroom units. And on development site 1, we're at over 50% 2 and 3 bedrooms, and development site 2 is pretty close to 50% as well. The affordable home ownership, this just gives you a look at the sales prices for the studios 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. So a studio at 80% AMI is $225,000. 1 bedroom is $270,000. A 2-bedroom is $315,000, and a 3-bedroom is $330,000. The affordable sales prices are calculated based on HPD's formula, which assumes that a homeowner pays no more than 30% of their income on it includes the common area charges, mortgage payment, and utilities, so that a homeowner is not paying any more than 30% of their income on their housing. And with that, I'll open it up to questions. We were pleased to get approval from CB1 2 weeks ago, and overall, I think everyone was really excited to hear that the project has affordable home ownership within the project, and that we are proposing to bring back commercial use to the corridor, and also that we are proposing some parking, because I think there's a need for accessory parking within this community district.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Question about the parking. Was that raised at the community board level? Because I know there's often a consideration for additional parking from the board. Was there any concerns?
No, it actually wasn't really raised at all. I think it just was, it was part of the development proposal because there was a recognition that there is a need for some parking within Astoria, and I think just even now there's a need for parking within the surrounding community.
Okay. And is there a LEED standard that you're seeking on this project?
I don't, we can get back to you on whether they're gonna seek LEED. I think the sustainability features that they're proposing are all going to meet and hopefully exceed local law 97, but I don't think that they're at this point haven't targeted a certain LEED certification level for the project.
Okay. And I'm going to defer to the planning staff. Are there any speakers on this item?
There's no speakers on this item.
Okay. Thank you. With that, I thank you for your presentation. And I think this item is closed. The next
Thank-
land use public
Thank you.
hearing will be June 27th, 2024. Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you.